Hi from Crazy Tax Girl. It's kind of dark in here. It's really hot outside. It's really funny because last year I actually sat in my office area beside the window and there was wind, sometimes rain. Sometimes I would have a jacket on. This year, not so much. So I'm sitting in the dark. You can't really see me that much. But we're going to shoot for this anyway. So I'm going to start with portfolios. A portfolio is interest, dividends, broker exchanges. If you have a portfolio, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My suggestion is you ever take a look at your portfolio. Look at it. Look at your balances, your P's and Q's. When a tax preparer at the beginning of season, sometimes we'll spend 30 minutes deciphering this portfolio. Um, so what we're going to do today is we're going to break it down. 1099 INT, interest. Where's the interest coming from? 1099 DIV, dividends. Where are the dividends coming from? There's more and more. Take a look at your portfolios. Have an accountant take a look at them. Get them prepared before tax season. I get handed a book of assorted papers of a portfolio. Um, and then I'm sitting there and it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours depending on what's on that paper. Sometimes clients are asked, well, let me break this apart and I will call you back in. If you have this prepared for say, if you come in and your portfolio, okay, you break it apart, interest, and some companies do this. They'll break it apart, the interest, dividends, this, that, next thing, broker exchange, all of that. But some companies do not. So then we got to sit there and decipher. We have to add in, okay, the 1099 interest, where did it come from? The 1099 DIV, did it come from the same company? The broker exchanges sell gold or silver or virtual currency or Bitcoin. Where? Where does it have to say that all this has to be in one formation and about 30 to 100 different pieces of paper? If you're just starting your portfolio, take a look. Yeah, take got a lot of stuff. I'm sitting in a weird spot in my room, but take a look at your interest and your values. Take a look at your dividends. Take a look at your borders and your exchanges. Take a look. See where it takes. See if you can understand it. I get a lot from clients. Well, bank said bring it to you. Okay. Bank said bring it to you. Did you look at it first? Or is it just for me to decipher? I know my videos aren't the greatest simply because it's like over 100 degrees outside and I am trying to stay cool as I possibly can. It's funny. This is Crazy Tax Girl. Got up, put on my new makeup, did my hair and all that. Now I'm sitting in the dark. How funny is that? But you know, we've discussed we 403bs, 401ks, retirement planning, portfolios. We're discussing now what goes into a portfolio. And Terry, yes, I started the tax training preschool. I'm going to shoot a video for that. in a few minutes, and then I got to get to work. Last time I talked to you guys, and I haven't been here for a while, is I've been studying to level up. And level up means to other tax pros, they know what I'm talking about. You start out at a certain position and you work your way up and up. Now, my thing is military. I work with the military. I do DFAs. I work non-reservists, reservists, active duties. My thing is military. But I branched out this year. I got into more of rental properties, Airbnbs, a lot of account work. I've been doing some accounting throughout the summer, and let's push to get more of this. There are so many tax preparers sitting at home who has accounting skills, bookkeeping skills, tax preparation skills. They can put all of this together. Yeah, I got this one stupid thing there. Sorry about that. Until it comes up, it won't go away. There are a lot of tax preparers with all this training who are at home who are trying to find work until tax season. They have all this knowledge and can do all this work for any client out there. For example, I've done businesses, small business, big businesses, truck drivers. There are a lot of other accountants, CPAs, EAs who do this as well. There are a lot of pages I noticed on the tax pages where if you're just a tax preparer and you're not an EA or you're not a CPA, you visibly have no training. Bullshit. Yeah, I said it. I'm a tax preparer. I'm a tax advocate. But I also have accounting degrees, bookkeeping degrees. I also have notary degrees. I also have all these degrees on top of all the other stuff of tax associate, master taxing. There's senior taxing, be a senior partner and pro. There's so many different forms of tax preparers out there. What you have to do as a client is decide, okay, I've got rental property. I've got interest and dividends. I sold a house. Okay, yeah, you might want a CPA or EA, but don't be too quick to judge associates and preparers because our training are so extensive. I can't even put into words the training that we do. I mean, it's feasible training. I mean, I just finished one. I became a senior, and which is very big for me and for my company. And now I'm working on going beyond that. So next year, I can get my EA or CPA, whatever I choose to do. But by the time I get there, my head's going to be so full of stuff that it's going to be hard for me. But you know what? That's what being a tax preparer is. Work, work, work. And guess what? We don't mind doing it. I've had so many EAs join me because they're seeing the difference between the two. And EAs had some EAs that I've met have 17 to 20 years worth of experience. Okay, I'll give them that. But some tax preparers also have had 17 to 20 years worth of experience. Now, if you're doing your taxes, either one can handle what you're about to throw at us. Now, I've seen comments where one company is scuttlebutt compared to another company. And let me tell you, as a person who takes second looks at what other people do, yeah, let's take TurboTax. TurboTax may have one mess up here or there. To their 4 or 5, yeah. Nobody's perfect. Same for other companies, Jackson Hewitt, H&R Block, TurboTax. There's some Offset, iTax, Tax Savers. There's so many tax companies out there. Are they perfect? Are they going to nail it every single time? Probably not. But that depends solely on the client. When you come in and you are not prepared as a client, you're going to come in and you're going to say, okay, well, I have my portfolio. I have my wages for the year, or I'm retired, or this or that. And then a week later you come in, oh, I forgot. I forgot to put in that I sold a house last year. That effect can cause ripples. Yes, we can put it in. Yes, we can amend it. Yes, we can fix it. But that causes ripples with your taxes. Make sure whoever's preparing your taxes for the season has what you need for that tax preparer. You know, if you have everything, I've seen regular tax associates put down everything into one symbolized and client is absolutely perfect. But if you come in and your papers are all jumbly, especially, oh my God, especially if you're a truck driver or small business. For example, last year I got hit with a truck driver. Needed to file 4 years. We talked about mileage. We talked about his supplies. We talked about, did he own the truck or is it the company's truck? There are so many things that you could ask before you do your taxes. Get this stuff prepared. Get it going. Get it ready. So when you come in and there's nobody in that office but a level 1 tax associate, and they can look. Now they may feel comfortable doing it. They may not. They may start it or hand it off to somebody else. I guarantee you, if it's seasoned and you can't find anybody to do your taxes, you walk up and you say, look, I've already put it together. Crazy Tax Girl told me to. Crazy Tax Girl said, get my portfolio, my sell a house, my first home buy. Get all this together. Because what's going to happen is there's going to come a time where your EA is going to be too busy. Your professional tax, senior tax person, you're going to get hit with somebody who's new. And there are plenty of us in the office who can go behind this person. And you got to understand that a computer generates these equations. But I've heard a lot of people say, well, okay, their computer does it for them. Okay, but think about this. If I'm entering your items into the computer, I need to know which form to put it on. If I get a portfolio, there are sometimes things on that portfolio that you need to enter that is not a 1099 INT, that is not a 1099 DIV. Sometimes there's brokerage firm statements on there. I got one last year that had silver and gold on it. That calls for a different form than your INT and your DIV. So sometimes having all this together can help any tax preparer, any, get your info, get it in, get you filed. Keep up with IRS dates. Go to IRS and look at what's coming up. Look up, okay, is the child tax credit going to be the same? Is, like, I know for a fact Colorado is going to have a stimulus. I know there are other states going to do it. I live in Colorado, and if you're married filing jointly, you're going to get a stimulus if this computer is really hot. If you're single, you're going to get a stimulus. So this will be a part of your tax return. I assure you. There are other things. There are other things coming out. So as a person with a big portfolio, you want to keep track of the news on annuities or pension or retirement plans. Don't just come to me. Go to your IRS sites and look at what's coming up. And if you're not sure, you don't understand it, my phone number and my email address is right on there. And like I said, I charge a small fee. I don't charge $400,000 or $500,000 just to talk to you. Depending on the length of the phone call, what you're experiencing, phone calls are free. But if you want your taxes done correctly, make sure you have all your info. Get your portfolios together. Peace out. I don't know why I just did that. I'm too old for that. But anyway, Crazy Tax Girl has got one more video to shoot. I'm offering the tax-free trade school like I did last year, but I had to switch a page because somebody sold my original Facebook page that I had for 14 years, so I had to start over. So it now says tax-free school, and I will post it in Blueco, the post, so you guys can find it. Now, Blueco is a private site. Tax-free school is open. You're welcome to join either. These videos that I'm shooting, they're free to you. But if you have more questions and you want me to do some account work, come to me, come to me, come to me. All right. Peace out again. Crazy Tax Girl. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye, Terry.